This is a video that highlights more of who I am and some of the works that I've done. Now I'm filming this in vertical format. Not only do I hope to shave off that 10 pounds on camera, but because I know that we both know most people now consume media on their phones, not as much on TV and even computers. My passion is to meet people where they are. So in the 70s, that meant going into people's homes through television broadcasts. But today, in our generation, that means getting into people's pockets. And I don't just mean donations, I'm talking about phones. I just want to share with you 3 areas of my work with you today. Number 1 is my work during quarantine. Number 2 is my work before quarantine. And number 3 is my work with Tyndale, as Tyndale is a huge part of my content creation journey. And I have a 4th area, but that's a bonus one, and I'll share with you at the end. Now in quarantine, most of the content I've been producing and creating as of late has been local church ministry, church at home kind of stuff. So recording worship sets in front of the camera, I'm recording sermons from behind the camera, and I throw in graphics in the end, subtitles, and edit audio, and I stream these videos on weekends. I've been producing and recording podcasts and video podcasts, both again from in front or behind the camera. And like everybody else, I've just been on Zoom calls, Zoom meetings with individuals and leading small groups and leading large groups as well. So before COVID, I was leading worship and leading worship and leading worship and teaching music and teaching worship. When not working in school or local church ministry, I've been contracting work through my company, Aspilla Consulting Group, Inc., primarily in marketing and communications. My most recent work would have to be in photography. Why? Because there's less editing. You know, photography is a lot easier to manage in terms of post-edit. So I've intentionally been picking up photography rather than videography work just because of the edits. Here I did a Rob Bell concert, and I was also primary photographer a few years ago for ELO, Entrepreneurial Leadership Organization, for one season. I took pictures here of John Maxwell, and here a portrait of Lorna Duick that I took when she was a speaker at this event as well. Number 3 is Tyndale. Now, here are some works that I did with Tyndale. Tyndale promo video stuff, interviewing professors and students and alumni. I've produced content for YouTube and for print ads and whatnot. Now, I've done a lot of copywriting. I personally wrote all of the copy for every single seminary program. Not the university, but the seminary. I did keyword research and made sure the copy was good, search-friendly, SEO, SMO, all that kind of stuff. Now, this copy was used both for web and print, and I would encourage prospective students to respond to a call to action. The best story that I have for you is one time I was in the lounge and I met a student who was from the Maritimes, and this is a few years after I started working there. Now, the Maritimes is unusual because most students are actually from the GTA. I asked her if her connection to Tyndale was a prior connection or she had family in Toronto. She said that all she did was do a Google search on which happened to be a targeted word. I don't remember the specific word, but it was a targeted word that she searched and found that page. And I was just elated that my copy and my keywords landed this student. Learning to write copy has influenced the way that I write emails or messages today, like the cover letter that you receive. This style of copywriting influences how I write scripts. In fact, I'm reading a script right now off a teleprompter. Can you tell that I've been reading this entire time? So, those are just 3 areas I wanted to highlight for you. However, there is a 4th bonus area that I want to share with you. 4, the mobile phone content. As I mentioned to you at the beginning of this video, we know that most people consume content on their phones. Viewers are also watching shorter formats of content. You know, not too many people have recently watched an entire episode of Kelly Clarkson or James Corden, but instead they're watching segments after broadcast. I like to say that people kind of graze through their video content throughout the day rather than sitting down for a single meal. Therefore, I'm passionate about experimenting with 5-minute micro show kind of content, 7-8 minutes max. Anyways, I've spent the last few years just zoning in on the skill of crafting mobile phone content. Here are examples of vertical videos produced from See Her Love broadcast and podcast shows. They are highlight videos that are a maximum of 1 minute long, and they are published on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Links of an example are on the cover letter. Whew, that was a lot of content to cover. I just wanted to say thank you for making it this far into the video. If you've reached this far, then you probably want to continue this conversation
either in person or on a video call. So please reach back out to me at my email, addison.aspilla@gmail.com. And I want to make note that I didn't cover in this video portfolio my work with 100 Huntley Street, as that's already on my cover letter, so you could have a look at that. Otherwise, I'm looking forward to talking to you soon. Have a good one.